Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is officially 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm doing a live stream to say goodbye to 2021, to welcome in 2022. Oh, I can count. Obviously, I'm not going to go over into midnight. I'm literally just going to do an hour. Oh, hello, Tink. I'm only going to do an hour because I have other things to do, you see. I have Chinese food to eat. And I've got a book that I really am into and want to read. So there's lots of things I need to do before the year finishes, you know. Bucket list of things to finish, like finishing a book, that kind of stuff. But I thought I would do an hour anyway, hang out for an hour, and we can wish everybody a happy new year in one little spot. My little crew. Who have we got in here? We've got 4 people. Live chat. We've got Donnie, we've got Birdnest58, we've got Tink. I know there's a couple more people in here because I can see there's more numbers than there are hellos. So I know there's a couple of extras in here. So hello to everybody. Today's vlog is going to go up late. Alfie, hello. Simon, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. I know we've technically got a few hours left to go, but it depends where in the world you are. Have Australia already done theirs yet? Have they? I think they might have done. How many hours ahead are they? Ooh, Northern Flicker, good morning from Oregon. Oh, you've got a little while to go yet then if you're in Oregon. Diane, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Yes, I think Australia, are they 12 hours ahead of us? Julie, does anyone know? Anyone? I think Australia might have already had their New Year. I think. I've made myself a cup of tea. You all got your cups of tea? You love Imo's video. Well, I don't know what Imo's doing. Has she got a gig on or anything for New Year? I have no idea actually. East Coast Oz is 11 hours ahead. So yes, they will have already had their New Year. Sandra, hello, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. I've been on a mega huge hike today. So my vlog is going to be up late because I've got quite a lot of footage to edit. And I'm obviously doing the live stream. So it's already kind of later than I like it to be. But it is going to go up late. It's not even going to start being edited until about 8 o'clock. And I've got lots of little bits, lots of snippets of my hike today to edit. So that takes a little while. But it will go up before midnight. Northern Flicker is eating breakfast. So you've already had your New Year. Oh, no, you're the other way. You're the other way. You're just having breakfast. You've got New Year's Eve all to come. Just popping in quick as family stuff to do. Happy New Year, Pippa. Thanks for all the great videos and your continued support. See you next year. You're so very welcome, Donnie. You will actually be mentioned in tomorrow's video. I am doing a video tomorrow, which is kind of a wrap up of the year. A chatty video. I've not been organised enough and gathered footage from previous vlogs, which is very silly of me. I should have done that. I'm not very good at pre-planning, you may have guessed. Everything's done in the moment. So yes, Donnie, you will be mentioned in the vlog I do tomorrow because I've kind of got in my head a few things that I want to talk about. Yeah, I should have to check that out. It's all good, don't worry, nothing nasty. So what was I telling you? Oh, I've been on a big hike. Yes, 7 miles I think I did today. Looking forward to more camper van adventures. Oh, Simon, I really am. I'm starting to plan some camper van adventures. I'm desperate to get to Scotland this year, and I really want to do it around Easter time. If that's all fine. I don't think I'm actually allowed in Scotland at the moment, am I? I have a feeling I'm not allowed in Scotland right now. But hopefully all that will change. So yeah, there's several things that I want to do. There will also be more hike videos, which will kind of be connected to the van because even though I won't be staying over in the van, I will be heading off to the various places to do the hike, and the van will be incorporated in that because I'll obviously have to drive Spog to wherever it is I'm going. But my sister Jackie and I are going to do the Thames walk this year. She's hopefully got Fridays off. this year. She's just waiting for it to be confirmed. And then we can start booking in some Fridays, maybe one a month, to start the Thames Walk adventure, which we were meant to do, and then COVID struck, and so it's been postponed for 2 years now. So yeah, that's something that will be coming in the new year. Karen, hello. Looking forward to the walking the Thames. I'm so looking forward to doing that. Have a latte and a hot cross bun. Oh yeah, could you make me a gluten-free hot cross bun, please? Because I've been so very naughty. I lost a good, I don't know, 3/4 of a stone before Christmas, and it's amazing how quickly it all goes back on. My jeans were very tight today. But it's fine. I know that I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to be a right gluttonous pig over Christmas. I was going to eat all sorts of naughty things. I sat and had cheese and crackers. They were not gluten-free crackers. Not at all. They were very yummy though. I haven't had a decent Jacob's cracker or poppy seed cracker in maybe 6 years. So that was I'm probably now going to be craving them and go, no, you can't have them. That was a naughty Christmas thing that you did. You're not allowed to do it again. Pippa's New Year's honours list. Yeah, a little bit like that. A little bit like that. I want to just touch on a few things I did over the last year. New friends that I made, and obviously you're in that list. You know, people I'm grateful for, you're in that list. So yeah, I just want to just do something a little bit of being thankful, maybe that's what I should call it. But yeah, New Year's honours list might be the title actually. I like that. Scottish borders are lovely too. Yes, they are. Yeah, I mean, just there's Lee and I want to do Vindolanda, which is along the Hadrian's Wall. It's the Roman settlement. It's as far as the Romans got, I believe, because they didn't get into Scotland. So that's on our list of things we want to do. And that will probably be what we were planning on doing. Was we were going to stay in the Peaks at Darrell and Keith's caravan last year. This is what we had all planned before COVID restrictions stopped us. We were going to do a week or 5 days or something there, and we were going to drive up from there and book a Airbnb or something, or a B&B, and drive up to the borders of Scotland to do the Vindolanda and then come back down again, because it reduces the travelling in one bulk. And that didn't happen because plans changed, and Darrell and Keith weren't allowed to let out their caravan to friends. It was family only. And then, so I planned to just meet them in the field, in our vans, and which we did do back in September. But that week they reopened the campsite, or the caravan park where their caravan is, so Lee could come with us and he stayed in the caravan. But by that point we'd made other plans, so we didn't then travel further north. But that was on our list of things to do that we really wanted to do. I don't know, or maybe Lee and I might look at, I don't know what a train trip, how easy it would be to do a train trip straight north. But I've got a couple of walks. Gravik 48, I think, 40. Anyway, she's local to me, and she suggested a local walk along the Thames and sort of, I think I must have to leave the Thames to do this, but a nice walk in this area and then catch the train back. So that's something I'd like to do. I need to plan that walk as well. But there's lots of things that I do want to do. I need to write a list. Bunny, hello. Okay, yes, Karen, who won the What's in the Hat? Now, I was going to do it on tonight's vlog, but I think the vlog might be long enough, so hold on. Are you all still here? You didn't go anywhere, did you? So I worked out who was the winner in the What's in the Hat, What's in the Hat, What's in the Hat competition. And I decided that the top 3 people would get chocolate. Now you can, because of preferences and that kind of stuff, normally I'd say you get my favourite chocolate, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do, you tell me what your favourite chocolate is, or you can just tell me to pick if you don't care. But my favourite chocolate is either the Marvelous Creations popping candy or the Cadbury's Dime Bar. That's like my favourite bar of chocolate. So those would be what I would pick if I was going to give those as a prize. But you can pick something else. So I was going to go for the top 3 people. The top 3 people. But actually, we've got a joint second place. So the winner is Bird Nest, and she got 12 right. Then in second place, we have joint Debbie Dusterhoff and Crafty Mama, who both got 11 points. And then in third place with 10 points, we have Nicola Head. So you 4 will all get a chocolate bar. My email address is in my description box of all my vlogs, but it probably won't be in the description box of this one, I don't think. But if you go onto any of my vlogs, the email address is in the description box. And if you send me a little email with your address, and if you have a chocolate preference, then a chocolate preference, and I will ping you off some chocolate as a thank you for taking part and making What's in the Hat so much fun. And also, as a thank you for just being awesome viewers, and, you know, being up for a giggle. Being up for a giggle. Because these things don't work if people don't get involved. So I'm very grateful that you all got so involved. Now, where was I? Let's go back a bit because I missed loads. Your sister and Gary. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. I think everyone's going to get COVID right now. I hope they're not too poorly, but I think everyone's going to get it, this strain. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Patrick, good evening. It's 11:06 p.m. right now where you are. You've got a cold. Oh, come back to England on the 4th of January. Whereabouts are you, Bunny? Am I gluten-free due to joint pain? Yes, it is joint pain. It's not, I mean, you must know I'm not allergic to it because I do naughty things and I do eat it. But I swell, so I get very puffy. You can usually tell when I've been naughty because my face gets very puffy around here and I just look chunky in the face, and I get a podge in my belly, so my jeans become very tight, and I start to ache in all my joints, so my knees in particular and my ankles in particular. Vinderland is a good place to visit. I have never been, so I'm really looking forward to getting that done. Right, where am I in my where am I in my vlog, in my comments? I'm so far behind. Sorry, let me just catch up. Minxie, hello. Minxie, you did get one right on the What's in the Hat. I loved your guesses, and I really wished you'd got more right. You were terrible at What's in the Hat, but you joined in, and that's the main thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your Uncle Bunny. I hope he improves. Strokes can be funny things. They're like, you know, sometimes you can just be left with hardly any kind of issues from it and hardly know you've had one, and others can be so debilitating. So I hope he's in the first category. Okay, are you planning on doing more What's in the this year? But it's not over the holidays. You really enjoyed that game? Yeah, I could definitely throw in some fun ideas. So there's something really silly. So actually it was Bunny that got me thinking along these lines. Bunny said hide and seek with Pip. which I think is going to be quite hard to do. But I'm trying to think of a really silly way to do a hide and seek with Pip at some point in the vlog, and you have to say where you think I'm going to be. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But that's what makes my vlogs a bit different, I think, is that I've never grown up and I'm a big kid. And yeah, and I like the idea that she came up with, and I just thought I could try and find a way to make it work. I don't know. We'll work on it. It's in plans in progress. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Where's Waldo? We call it Where's Wally here. Jason, hello, hello. How are you? Oh, you suggest a hidden object game a while back. Oh, okay. Hide a thing in a scene somewhere. Yes, I do vaguely remember you saying that actually, Tank. Well, that might fit in quite nicely with the hide and seek. What I did want was I was going to get Brendan to 3D print me. But he says that's not possible because he doesn't have like scanning equipment and all the rest of it. So, and then I was going to hide me somewhere, but that's not going to work. I was going to paint me. I was going to have a figure of me and paint me. But yeah, that's not going to work unless someone's got really cool scanning equipment that they can scan me and then give him the file, and then he can print me. And the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to get some little spogs printed up on the 3D printer as well, because I thought they'd be cute. But we can't find a template for a 2006 Renault Master. I can't even find a die-cast car, like die-cast model of a 2006 Renault Master. I think they should make them because Spog is awesome. All you have to do is stand behind the camera. Exactly. Pip is behind the camera. Yes, Birdness, you are the winner with, I think you only got one wrong, I think. But yes, please do send me your address. I think, Birdness, I've got your address somewhere, but please send it to me again, because I'm pretty certain you've won something in the past, haven't you? Did you win a cup? Something like that. But yes, please do send me your address to those 4 people who were winners. I will mention it in today's vlog if I remember. And then that way, anyone who's not seen this will know to contact me. I'll probably mention it a few times because not everybody watches every vlog, because that would be quite a mission. I'm impressed that those of you that do comment and watch every vlog. That's some serious commitment to my channel, so thank you. But I don't expect people to watch every vlog because, you know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes of time every day is a lot to expect people to watch. I'm just one channel in many. Right, I have not been paying attention to the chat. Where are we? Oh, Minx, you've enjoyed the Christmas vids. I need to catch up on your videos, Laura, because I've been really bad at watching videos at the moment. I've been more, well, I've had a lot that I've needed to edit over Christmas, which meant I actually had 2 days off of filming, which felt a bit weird, but quite nice. But that was only because I had a lot of footage that needed to go up. And I've got one more video that I need to put up that is a review video. And I've got a video for today that needs to go up. And then I think I've caught up with all the things I filmed already. But I had to just take a couple of days off of filming just so that I could catch up. Otherwise, I was always going to end up running 1 or 2 days behind. I don't think I'd have ever I would have started the year running behind. And I like to get my vlogs up on the day, not a day behind or 2 days behind. So it's just my preference, really. So yes, what I was saying is I'm very behind on actually on the actual vlogs themselves, like watching other people's vlogs. I've been very bad. Northern Flicker, you're 55, and I invite all kinds of silliness into my life at every opportunity. Too right. I think it's true when they say we grow old. What's it? We grow old when we stop playing. Is it something like that? Or stop? Yeah, something. I should probably have thought that through a bit better before I said it. But it's true. If you stop playing and you stop being silly, then you get old very quickly. It's just my thought on it. New to your vlogs. Sandra's new to my vlogs in the last 6 months, and I love them. Whether it's travel, chatty daily life, they're all great. Thank you, Sandra. And it's really lovely because I've noticed you're one of the people that comments regularly, and it's the really lovely thing about regular commenters on the videos is I kind of feel like I get to know you, which isn't true, because I don't really get to, like, you guys have a bit of an advantage in that you know a lot more about me than I know about any of you. But through regular commenters who share little insights into their life and chat with me, I kind of feel like, even though I haven't got an image in my head of who you are, I recognize the names. And so I just feel a little bit more connected to regular commenters, if that makes sense. Oh, Alex, hello. I didn't see you in there. You snuck in. How are you today, Alex? Good, I hope. How is the new fridge freezer doing? Amazing. I love it. It's really quiet, which I know a fridge freezer should be quiet. But after the other one being so noisy for so long, it feels like a treat to have a really quiet fridge freezer. And so far, I've not got to a point where I've filled it up, whereas the other fridge freezer was constantly overfilled. And I realised how bad the temperature must have been in the old fridge freezer, because we had problems with things like milk going off, and things just didn't seem to last. Like, they'd get to their sell-by date and were not, or not sell-by date, like use date, and they wouldn't necessarily be as fresh as I would hope they would be. But we've had cream and stuff over Christmas that we've opened like on its use by date or the day after, and it's been fine. And the same with some yogurts and things. They've been still absolutely fine, even though they are just over their use by date. So that to me means that the fridge was not as, what's the word, efficient. It wasn't working as well as it should have done long before it started making noises. And the other thing I want to buy, although after the whole fridge freezer debacle trying to get it delivered, do I want to go through that again? But the washing machine, our washing machine is fine, but we have to keep calling people, well, have to keep calling out we haven't like an insurance cover on it, and we have to keep calling them out because it gets noisy, and it's getting noisy again. And this feels like it's something that happens 2 or 3 times a year. But it's never really very quiet, because all these appliances we got when we were not as comfortable as we are now. You know, we'd got young children, and that affected how many children I could look after, because my 2 children already took 2 spaces in my daycare setting. So that affected how much I could earn. And also, you know, young children, there's always clothing and new shoes and what have you. They're growing constantly, and there's always things that, I don't know, money just seems to get sucked away very quickly. And we're at a more comfortable point in our life now, and I think maybe the next thing we should spend a lump sum of money on is a decent washing machine that is quiet when it's on its cycle, or as quiet as a washing machine can be. Because I know my mum's washing machine doesn't make the noise that ours makes when it's working properly, if that makes sense. It's just something I'm thinking about. So if you've got any recommendations for good quiet washing machines, I would be very interested. Growing old is natural, growing up is optional. Exactly. Good, Alex. Glad to hear you're doing well. You've got to go. Oh, sorry, Jason. Happy New Year to you as well. Your washing machine sounds like it's going to take off. Yeah, that's what ours is. And particularly if I'm sitting down filming, that's when I notice it. So it can be noisy because I'm used to it, but then when I want to sit down and film something or do a live stream and it's going off in the other room like a jet engine, I'm just really conscious of it. So I just yeah, would like to get something quieter. Love all the different topics you cover. Always fun to watch. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Barbara. That's very kind of you. And Happy New Year to you and your family too. Yeah, somebody told me, well, several people have told me in the past that when you have a YouTube channel, you should pick a topic and stick to it. Well, I took that rule, ripped it up, threw it out the window. Started off as just childcare, and then it became daily vlogs and childcare. Then it became daily vlogs, childcare, and walks, and then it was daily vlogs, childcare, walks, van life. Like, and now I've added my Herbie nonsense into it as well, which is up here. I'm looking forward to my potion being ready to look at that oil. Oh, look at all the green. I'm really looking forward to using that delicious gloop and turning it into some sort of balm for dry skin. That's what that's going in. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, you know, now I'm adding all sorts of random things into my videos. So I didn't stick to that rule of one channel for one topic. And I appreciate that probably when I'm doing the childcare things, then people who watch me for van life are not interested, or a lot of them aren't interested. And there are periods of time, like in the winter, where I'm not doing so much in the way of van life, and there's a lot more of my daily vlogs and childcare stuff. But in reality, the childcare is only really 3 days of the week. The rest is just me doing stuff. So hopefully that's not then. And I do try and get my walks in as well, which I haven't done recently because the weather's been dire. But I do want to get back into my walks. I did a good 7 miles today. 7 miles today. And I did maybe 2.5 miles yesterday. I didn't go very far yesterday because Virginia's recovering from COVID. So we just did a slow pootle along the river. But yeah, I've got lots of things planned in my brain. I need to write them down so I don't forget them all. No, the washing machines are not made to last. I mean, in fairness, this one does keep getting fixed. So it's quite old, and it is on a warranty. Like, we have an extended warranty that we pay for, and it does keep getting fixed. And I hate to throw something away, but I wouldn't. I would pass it on. I'd give it free to somebody who needs a washing machine, maybe who's just starting out or something. So I wouldn't ditch it. It works. It's just getting noisy. But at some point, I do want to just go and get a decent one. Where am I? You're actually doing the ironing whilst you watch. Now, I used to do the ironing on a Sunday afternoon whilst watching, or Sunday evening while watching Thame back when my boys were little. But I got so fed up. Like at the end of a Sunday, I would just know that pile of laundry was waiting for me to iron it. And I just got so fed up of it. It was like it haunted me. So now I don't do ironing at all. The other thing was I used to iron, then I used to put the clothes all nicely ironed and folded, ready to go in the boys' rooms, like in their drawers or something. And then they'd all be piled, ready to go in, and no one would put them away. Or they'd throw them off of whatever chair or whatever I'd put them in. Instead of putting them away, they'd throw them off and they'd just get screwed up. And I'd be, what was the point of spending all that time ironing it? So yeah, I'm now one of those people that don't iron. I do have an iron, but I use it for hammer beads, for the kids' hammer beads when they make those little plastic hammer bead toys. I don't have an ironing board anymore. And if there was something I needed ironing, I would probably have to put some towels on the table and iron it on the table. Probably. You love the Herbie nonsense, Diane. Yes, that's something that I've been interested in for a long time. I think I said my mum used to make me oils for my eczema, using essential oils and things like that. So, and she used to use poultices and stuff for boils, or, it was all, she did use a lot of natural things or sort of homemade things. And then during her menopause time, she had a herbalist, and she made all the difference to how my mum was in her moods and how she felt compared to anything the doctors kind of gave her or suggested. So we've always had a very natural, herbally sort of base. But again, having kids and everything else, I just kind of, all of that got put in a cupboard. Like in my brain, it was like, put it in a cupboard and just deal with the day-to-day stuff. But now my boys are older and do not need so much of my time, then I'm finding I can pull these things out of the cupboard in my brain and go, let's look back into that again and let's do that. You enjoyed that, you liked that, you had an interest in that. So that's what I'm doing. Karen likes a variety of my vlogs as well. That's good to hear. You watch many other ones, but you also watch every day. Thank you, Karen. It's not very often I don't put a vlog up. It's usually if I'm away and I haven't got Wi-Fi, or it would be unsafe of me to just disclose the location of where I'm staying while I'm away. Or if I would have to be very poorly not to put a vlog up as well. Like really, like not being able to lift my head off a pillow type. I'd find something, even if it's just to complain about how poorly I was feeling, to vlog. So yeah, if you don't get a vlog from me, it's, yeah, something pretty serious has happened. Many topics suit my short attention span, so don't change the format. Oh, good. That's good to know that you like the diversity, that I've broken the mold. Well, no, the swans have not followed me home, Alex. Although I did feel they were stalking me. Every time I turned around, they were there, like the two of them watching. They got food. What are they going to throw in? Yeah, they just followed us all the way down the river. Your husband always asks, who are you watching? And I say, Pippa, my friend. He says, you don't know her. How is she a friend? But I know you. Is this stalker like? No, no, it's not. No, not unless you're peering through my window as you speak to me and you've worked out where I live. That would be stalkerish. No, it's not stalkerish at all, because I know what it's like, because there are certain channels that I watch. So for example, although the thing is, now when I watch channels that I get quite friendly with, I do actually become friends with them, because we do end up meeting. So like Daryl and Keith from Camper Van Tales, Minx Laura, Imo. So yeah, I mean, I guess I take it that step further, don't I? And I actually can contact the YouTuber, and then we kind of end up doing stuff together, and you know, yeah, we have a friendship. But it doesn't happen very often. But those channels that when you see somebody every day, even in a digital way, you feel like you get to know them, especially with vlogs, because you're in their home, you're in their life, you know what they had for breakfast. I suppose it's quite an intimate thing, and that can be tricky if the wrong person is watching, because they can sometimes feel that they are your friend in a more physical way. So they because they know so much about you, they can kind of take it that step further and almost forget that you know nothing about them, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. But then there are people like Diane, like you said, you talk to me in the comments section and you share little bits about your life and what have you in the comments. And so, yes, no, I get that. I get, you know a lot about my life, and you regularly comment. So I get to know a bit about you, if I know what I mean. Kim Kelly. Do I? I don't think I've seen you comment before. Thank you very much for popping in, and thank you very much for commenting. Happy New Year. Seriously, people still iron? I think I'm so far behind. Monchichi, now there's a blast from the past. How's things? I haven't seen you for a very long time. Hope you're keeping well over there. How's the family? Kathy, I sent you a message. I was worried about you, because I know I don't always get into your live streams, but I see them pop up, and I was getting worried because I hadn't seen any of your live streams. Like nothing had been popping up. And so I sent you a message on Facebook to see how you were. And then I didn't get a reply, and I was getting a bit worried that you were not okay. And I'm hoping you are okay. Company coming over. Well, I hope she saw this message and she hasn't vanished, because I am a little bit behind on my messages. Happy New Year to you as well, Kathy. Only shirts for, yeah, I suppose shirts most of them. Although having said that, I never iron Kenzie's shirts. I just take them out the tumble dryer and hang them up. Taking granddaughter for a walk before the snow hits. Happy New Year, Karen. Enjoy your walk, and hopefully you don't get snowed in. Or maybe you want to get snowed in. Oyster stew. That's different. I'm not sure I would like oyster stew. I'm not a seafood person. It's funny when you were ill and your boys took over. Yeah, I do tell them that they should occasionally take over the vlog. I said people like it. But they're getting older. You know, they used to be in the vlog all the time. And I won't film them. If they don't want to be in it, I won't film them. And there can be periods of time when you don't see them because they're just not interested in being in front of the camera. But yeah, they used to be in it all the time, all the time. They should definitely take it over though. I have said to them, look, just take my camera and go and do something. Julie Hill started watching the van life, but now you watch every video. Thank you, Julie. My daily go-to video. You're hooked. Well, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you and your family too. Had a washing machine, a Bosch. I think, no, ours is a Hot Point, not a Bosch. 15 years. Could it be a record? That is quite an old machine. Yeah. Is it like Trigger's broom though? Like, has it had so many things replaced on it that it's not actually the same washing machine? She's a mile behind in the chat. I am a mile behind in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Diane knew what I meant. Good. I wasn't just waffling rubbish. We understand what you're getting at, Pip. Oh my god. That's good, because I thought I was just talking rubbish. When you do your walk into Goring, can you do bits of footage so you can see what's changed? Yes, because I will hit Goring. So I briefly went through Goring very early on in my vlogging time when I did the Ridgeway walk. And I've looked back at some of those videos and realised how terrible the filming was, how bad the wind noise was, and how bad the camera quality was. And I'm not one for big, equipment. Everything's done on my phone, but I have upgraded my phone a lot since I did the Ridgeway walk. But Goring is in there. It's not a huge amount of it, but it's in there. So you might want to check that one out, Julie. If you go into the playlist, there's Ridgeway walks, and it's in there. Patrick had a Zanussi washing machine that was like living next to the runway of Heathrow. I don't want one of those then. One day it went silent and started flashing red. I want one that works and is quiet, not is dead and is quiet. Missy from California. Happy New Year, Missy. Are most of my viewers from the UK? At one point I had more American viewers, and then with the van life stuff I've got more UK viewers. So no, most of my viewers are UK viewers, but I do have a lot of very interactive American viewers, or Canadian viewers as well. I have a lot of Canadian viewers. And what was I going to say? My brain literally just turned itself off. Do you ever get that? We just go and it just stops. Oh, and the other thing was, it used to be predominantly women watching my vlogs, and again I think it's the van life stuff. Now it's almost 50-50, and it fluctuates depending on how many van life videos I put out. If I put more van life videos out, so during the summer months and what have you, it kind of goes 65% more men, or 65% men, and then the women is lower. And then in the winter months, when it's more of my daily vlogs and less traveling, it flips the other way, and I get like 65% women and not as many men. And the age range has changed as well. And that I think has come um, from the van life stuff. So I think before it was like 40s, and now more of my viewers are between sort of the 45 and like 65 range. And I think that's because I've got a lot more older people watching, like more retired people or people coming into retirement who are doing traveling. And so they're watching. I think that's the logic in my head anyway. Layla, Happy New Year to you as well. May your year be full of adventures. I do hope so. Good health and so much love. Thank you. That's lovely. I do hope so. Kim and her mum watch daily on TV, where it is not easy to use chat. Oh, well, it's lovely to know that you're a regular watcher, even if you can't comment very often. So that's really nice that you popped in, Kim. Thank you. And say hi to your mum for me. Had to step away from YouTube for your mental well-being. Now I'm getting big on stupid TikTok. I see. Yeah, I'm quite lucky with the whole YouTube thing in that I very rarely get a troll or any kind of nastiness. Occasionally, I get the odd thing, very rarely. Usually telling me usually it's somebody telling me, was I born a man? My face offends them. That kind of thing, basically implying that I used to be male and that I look like a man, and using derogatory terms for, transgender people and what have you, and basically calling me a tranny and that kind of stuff, which doesn't insult me at all, in that I don't have an issue with transgender people. So it doesn't bother me if they want to say that about me. But it does make me wonder why they seem to, so many people, if they're going to go to an insult, that's what they go to. So I've always said I looked a bit manly. I don't know if it's my nose or something. I don't know. But I've said that a few times. They go, you do not look manly. I'm going, sometimes I think I do look a bit manly. I don't know. I've never used TikTok either. That's not something I've got into. You have a 1972 Kenmore washer, Harvest Gold, works with John. Now, you Americans, you see, Monchichi, you have these hoofing great big top loader jobs, don't you? Now, we had those when I was tiny. Vaguely remember having these big top loader washing machines, and they were built to last. These things now are not made to last at all, these front loading ones. Megavan Mike, how are we doing? Are you and the other half okay? Are we on the mend properly? I hope so. Julie loves a dime bar. I love a dime bar. I must be so behind on this. Started watching when you were making your new kitchen area in Spog. Oh, okay. So that's quite recent then, isn't it? That was July time, maybe? Oh, there's an awful lot of back catalogue if you ever get bored, Diane. I bet you get more views when you're in the bathtub. Yeah, but you get the wrong type of views when you do that, you see. Trolls don't troll their own. Oh, okay. You do not look manly. Oh, I can't be that far back. Oh, I've caught up. That's brilliant. Finally, I've caught up. I thought I was really far behind. No, you don't look manly. You have a really young, pretty face. Oh, thank you, Diane. How horrible. Why would people do that? I mean, Shmi. Like I said, it doesn't actually offend me. And there's worse things they could say to me than I look like a man. But planned what was that word? Obsolescence is a terrible thing for the consumer. Okay, obsolescence. Could you explain that to me? Because I'm having a thick moment. And I can't Google the word because I'm using my phone to film. I first heard about your channel from Brett. I haven't watched Brett in so long. I think what happened is Brett, when he stopped filming for whatever reason, I think he was having some problems with people, stopped filming, and I didn't realise he'd brought his channel back. And then I don't know, he wasn't doing so much of the sort of I mean, he was doing his art stuff, and he's an amazing artist. Really, really impressive. I just there's a skill that I'm glad he's harvesting it, and getting some money from it and doing something really positive with it, because that is a skill that should not be wasted. But I'm not big on watching art videos and art vlogs and that kind of stuff. I'm more for the chatty to the camera, or daily doings videos. Although at the moment I'm very much into watching Russell Howard, but it's a real kind of balancing thing, because I think he's hilarious, and I think he hits things on the nail every time with what he says. But he's such a potty mouth, and he tends to, when he's being a potty mouth, he shouts very loudly. So I'm like, I have the volume of thing, and then he shouts some really rude word, and I'm not a prude, but I'm not big on swearing. And when he uses the "see you next Tuesday" word very loudly from my phone, I'm like, and I know it's just a word, but I am like, and so I'm constantly turning the volume up and down. But even Lee's walked into the room now and gone, "Oh, watching Potty Mouth again." And I'm like, yeah. But I think he's hilarious, and he does hit the nail on the head every time, even if his language is gutter level. That is the only thing. And I don't mind swearing in humour to an extent, but he does just tip it over slightly more than I'm comfortable with. Just a little bit. Planned obsolescence, making things break early. Oh, like the light bulb. Thank you, Tink. Thank you very much. So like light bulbs were designed to last forever, and then because they couldn't make any money on them, they changed the light bulb so that it would break and need to be replaced, which is very bad for the environment. Ow. Thank you, Monchichi. Make things to break deliberately so they can make money on it. Bit better. Can't wait till you're normal again. I bet. I mean, obviously not to the extent that you were poorly, but so many of my friends and family who have had COVID, some of them have just bounced back absolutely fine. Like, Kenzie, he says he struggles if he does PE. He struggles more than he did pre-COVID, but that's the only time it affects him. But yeah, I've got friends that say it's taken them weeks, months. Some of them have just had one thing after another after COVID. And I appreciate that this variant isn't as life-threatening, and I'm really hoping that this variant is the way out of things. But it's what it leaves people with, and the amount of time. It's like they've said, if you can have 2 negative tests after 7 days, if you could test negative twice within 24 hours, you don't have to isolate for up to 10 days. But I worry that's going to make people feel they have to go back to work or what have you before they're ready to, because I knew people that weren't ready to go back to work after 10 days or 2 weeks because it had debilitated them that much. And, they'd had a relatively mild case in that they didn't end up in hospital or what have you. And that's what worries me. It's the amount of time it seems to take people to get better. It's a worry. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're doing happy stuff. Stitch Black Fashion, Happy New Year to you as well. Brett's fantastic painter, so damn talented. I know, and who saw that coming? I mean, he pulled that one out of the hat, didn't he, with his talent? Just, oh yeah, let me just. When the first time he did a video and he was like, I'm drawing and I'm doing this, I thought he was going to hold up a stick man. That's what I thought, the way he was doing it. And then he produced this amazing picture of hedgehogs or deer or something in leaves, and I was like, whoa. But the way he was doing, I thought it was a Mickey take, because everything Brett does, you think it's going to be a Mickey take, don't you? So yeah, that totally blew me away. He's got such a talent. You've been watching since Harvey was close to Finn's age. Oh wow, really? Oh my goodness. And Beth was tiny, and I had another little girl back then. Wow, Missy, that is going back. Who would have been with Beth when she was little? Who would have been with Beth? Evelyn and Bethany. There was two, Evelyn and Bethany, but I don't think they were ever on the video. And then Beth, as in Harvey and Finn's sister Beth. Wow, I'm trying to think now who that would have been. I've only got one girl now. It's really weird. It goes through stages. I have like very girl heavy. I think people birth in groups. Like we have a whole bunch of girls, and then it's like, no, there's too many girls in the world. A whole bunch of boys. No, there's too many boys in the world. A huge bunch of girls, because that's how they seem to come through my childcare, in like groups. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to think who would have been with Beth as a little girl. Oh, Aurora. Would it have been Aurora? I bet it was Aurora. And Aurora is Orion's cousin. Yes, I bet it was Aurora who was with Beth. Goodness. She's getting so grown up, and she's been really poorly, actually. She's been in and out of hospital this past year with some quite serious health issues. So I'm really hoping they get to the bottom of that this year, because it is a worry. And she's an adorable little girl, so sweet. So fingers crossed, that's what I want for this year. I want more health for that girl. Right, we're on the last 9 minutes of my video, and I can't go beyond the hour because everyone's waiting for a Chinese meal. And I said we either need to do it at 5 o'clock or we need to do it at 7 o'clock, because it's got to fit around the vlog, around the live stream. So yes, Lee and Brendan are whizzing off to go and get a Chinese for dinner tonight. I actually had noodles yesterday when I went out with Virginia. I literally survived the day on a packet of crisps yesterday, up until we went out for dinner at 5:30, I think it was. All I'd had was a packet of crisps and a glass of water. Well, no, all I'd had was a glass of water until we got to the pub at about 3:30. And then I had a packet of crisps and a cup of tea and an orange juice. And then, yeah. But I made up for it in the evening. I just wasn't hungry. I've eaten so much food with all this Christmas food that I'm waking up in the morning and I'm not hungry because my belly is still full from days before. But yeah, I've eaten loads. With modern electronics, planned obsolescence is much easier to do. I can imagine it probably is. Take a photo of Spog and then send it to free print. Then limb? What does that mean, Julie? Then limb. Oh, laminate, Spog. Right, laminate, Spog. Good seeing you again. Thank you, Monchichi, and you. You've probably gone now. Oh, okay, you got lots of snow coming. The big freeze, is it? Happy New Year. My line manager has been off all year with long COVID. She was in ICU. And now she's caught it again. Oh, well, I hope she's not so ill this time. I've heard of a couple of people now on their second dose of it. I think there's got to be some genetic reason why even people who are double vaccinated and boosted and have had it are getting it. You'd like to watch more of Brett's stuff, but can't do art videos for more than a few minutes. Yeah, it's not the sort of thing that I tend to watch as a rule. So so it's not a channel that I kind of dip into very much anymore, unfortunately. Any plans for the new year? So many plans for the new year. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, which will do a few thank yous and shout outs and what have you to various people who have been quite prominent this year. And then I want to kind of outline some ideas of things that I would like to do, places I want to travel, things I want to do this year, as in 2022. I say this year, but you know what I mean, like in the next few hours this year. Not there yet. Jumping in to wish you a very happy new year. Happy new year to you as well, my friend. Spring rolls and prawn toast. No, I don't do prawn toast. Don't do prawns. I like chicken chow mein, but with the My Fun noodles, because they need to be the rice noodles. And if like I had yesterday. If I'm at Noodle Nation, then I like the salt and pepper chicken, which is actually quite spicy. The peppers are like, it's so good. Oh, and I have mushroom fried rice as well, I think, and a bit of sweet and sour sauce over the top. My God, there could be a food riot if we run over. There would be a food riot. You've got 5 minutes, people. This is your 5-minute warning. It's like I do to the kids. You've got your 5-minute warning. 5 minutes, people. And then we need to go. Yeah, there will be. My family will come down and probably eat my head. They are starving. Mark Tyler, good evening. You're having mushroom chow mein. Oh, yeah, mushroom chow mein. I like mushroom rice with my chow mein. You need a detox day. I probably do need a detox day. I probably need a detox week. So last night, I mean, I did this 7-mile hike on about 4 hours sleep. I went to bed, read, thought that would help me sleep, which usually does. And it didn't. And then it got to gone 1 in the morning, like 1:30, and I thought this is ridiculous. And I think by 2 o'clock I decided enough was enough and I wasn't sleeping, and I came downstairs and I didn't go back to bed until 4:45 in the morning. And then I think I slept from about 5:30 through to about 6 or 7, half 8. Is it 5:30 or was it 6 o'clock? I did about 4 hours sleep, but I stayed in bed, you know, sort of beyond. I think I woke. I think it was about 10:30 or something. I can't remember. Whatever it was, I did 4 hours, just over 4 hours sleep. And then I did a 7-mile hike. So I'm hoping I'll sleep well tonight. I am yawning now, but that comes with talking a lot, which I do on live streams. Aurora, yes, it was Aurora. I'm glad you remembered, Missy, because I was really struggling to think who would have been with me. Aurora, she's such a character. Diane's gonna say good night. Good night, Diane. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the next vlog. We've got 3 minutes, people. This is your 3-minute warning for me saying goodbye and going and getting some food. I'm not getting the blame for overrunning. Well, yes, Alex, although you can be forgiven because everyone's so incredibly appreciative of your very generous gifts over Christmas. So I think you could get away with a lot more. Have a great evening, Pippa. Thank you very much, Tink, and you. You're on my list as well for tomorrow, Tink. So you better tune in for my New Year's Day video as well. I should be making some notes. They're in my head, but things don't stay in my head for very long. 2 minutes, people. This is your 2-minute warning, and then Pip is off to go and eat Chinese food. Chow mein and rice and prawn crackers. Am I staying up for midnight? Yeah, probably. And then I need to start getting my sleep pattern back ready for work on Tuesday, because I've got about 6 kids on Tuesday, because school doesn't go back till Wednesday. Yeah, it's going to be chaos. And they're all going to be so excited because they haven't seen each other. And yeah, they're all going to be buzzing after Christmas. I'm going to get a billion different people trying to tell me what they got for Christmas. And yeah, it's going to be chaos. I can see it now. I think I might need to take them out for a walk in the morning on Tuesday so that we get the wiggles out. And then I can sit and have conversations with them. Otherwise, they all just get really loud and everyone wants my attention. It's pep, pep, pep. I'm like, chill your boots. 1 minute warning, people. 1 minute. Thank you, Alex. You were very generous. 6 kids on Christmas overdrive. Yeah. I shouldn't joke, but now would be a good time to get COVID, right? I shouldn't joke. I really shouldn't joke. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to Tuesday because I need some routine back. And I'm really looking forward to seeing them all. But in some ways I'm dreading Tuesday because I'm not in work mode. I'm in chill out, do as I please when I want mode, get up late mode, sleep. You know, sleep in, go to bed late. Yeah. It's going to be carnage. Right. Thank you very much, you lovely lot, for watching and taking part in tonight's live stream. I hope that 2022 brings you health, happiness, love, joy, adventure, everything good, and that we start to see an end to the stuff that we've had to deal with for the last 2 years. Thank you for all your support and your continued support and all your lovely comments and all your kind wishes and all the interaction that I get from you guys in my vlogging. And Happy New Year.